Okay. This is
All right.
episode 3. A new year, new week, new day, and then maybe a new life on Chaz and the DJ. I'm going to introduce my guests, my permanent guests, if he can make it every weekend. This is DJ J. And I've known him for like 20 years. 20 years? It's been like 2002, 2003.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Yeah, I haven't seen each other too much, but we've known each other.
Yeah.
So, and then down at the bottom, you see my buddy who I promoted on Facebook, Casey Howard. I've known Casey for a very long time, working at UPS. He's my UPS brother from another mother.
That's right. That's right.
Resemblance.
And you're living in Ohio now, right?
Yeah, I'm out here in Ohio, man. I'm making it do what it do out here, man. It's the best decision that came my way, man.
Really?
Rebirth.
Okay. Hey, good for you. Good for you.
Cincinnati or Cleveland?
I'm in Columbus.
Oh,
You're near Columbus. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So that's the introduction of my guest. So I flipped it around. So real quick, guys, anybody who's watching or will be watching, if you like what you see here, click the subscribe button on the bottom in the right hand corner. It's going to be right here. I'm getting a little. We're getting a few subscriptions, but I want to get a lot more. I think we got a lot to say. We're going to have a lot of guests. Okay. So I want to start, guys. I didn't prep you, Casey. It's okay. You'll fill in pretty good on this. So this is obviously the topic everywhere. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field. Monday's game, the Buffalo Bills and Cincinnati Bengals, was postponed and he suffered a cardiac arrest and was taken to the local hospital. Now, I know what a lot of people I talked to, work at work today. They were conflicted. There was a lot of confliction, and I will say I'm glad he's okay or getting better anyway. Yeah. He's critical condition. That's not easy. That's not good, but he's on a positive track from what I'm reading.
Yeah, they said they did CPR on the field, and they were able to restore his heartbeat before he was even loaded on the car. So I mean, that's a positive note.
Exactly.
But did y'all see this happen? I mean, when this thing happened, man, my heart dropped. The chill went up my spine. Yeah. So if you ever seen somebody drop like that in real life, it bring a lot of flashback to you. So I just feel like he is in our prayers. And, I had a parlay running last night, but I got to a point where
and that's suspended.
That happened. I said, I don't care about no parlay. I'm worried about this young man's life.
Mm-hmm. So, exactly.
It
looks like every
game for it's not this week.
Yeah,
they're not going to do it this week.
Well, I was going to get to that. So, with everything that they said, Hamlin spent the night in intensive care. This is an article from The Athletic. So this is what the Buffalo Bills actually put out. Sometime it was at 1:23 this afternoon. Damar Hamlin spent the night in intensive care unit and remains today in critical condition at the University of Cincinnati Medical. That they're grateful for the outpouring of support.
And supposedly
NFL,
that Stephon Diggs is actually stayed there with him as well. That he stayed
there.
Him.
There's a couple guys.
Yeah.
Most, from what I heard, most guys went back to Buffalo because I don't think they feel the game's going to be played this week, which I think they're correct.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And we'll get into that. Week 18, they're actually home. So
yeah, they're trying to get Hamlin well enough where they can transport him from Cincinnati back to Buffalo, back to his home area. So. He's got to be just well enough to be able to make that transport.
Is he breathing on his own yet? Do we even know that he's breathing on his own yet?
As far as I know, he's still in intensive care, still sedated and unconscious.
Yeah, down here, Jordan Rooney, his marketing representative, said on an interview, Good Morning America, he's in good spirits. I've been taking him minute by minute. So I don't know if he's breathing on his own. I mean, there's no support.
I don't know if he's on life support on a ventilator or I really don't know, but I just know the situation is very grave, it's very serious, and it just makes you realize that anything can happen at any time to anybody. 24 years old, having a heart attack in the first quarter of a Monday Night Football game. I mean, who could predict something like that? I mean, something like that just doesn't happen.
No, this is unprecedented, and that's why I'm glad that ESPN did what they did.
They made the right move by cutting the game and.
Oh yeah, it took too long, and I'll get to that part. There's a part here. Is it here? Probably not.
Wait,
Let's go. They don't. There's
oddly enough, this takes me back to I don't know, it was about 20-something years ago, Chaz. You might actually remember an umpire in Major League Baseball, Don McSherry, dropping dead in the middle of a game.
I don't remember that.
Guy maybe like 20 years ago. I think it was a Toronto game, and he was the home plate umpire, and he had a heart attack and dropped dead on the field.
Yeah.
Wow.
What year was that? I'm gonna look that up when we done.
I think his name was Don McSherry, something McSherry, and he had literally had a heart attack and died on the field in the baseball game.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. That was like 20 years ago at least.
Shows nothing.
Because the only other NFL
interesting.
The only other two NFL things I remember is when Shazier went down for the Steelers and he was paralyzed on the field. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
And Corey Stringer had died Corey Stringer. We had Corey Stringer of the Minnesota Vikings. He died at practice of heat exhaustion. He died on the field.
Vikings. And that was at practice. Yeah.
Yeah, John McSherry died April 1st, 1996 on the fields in Cincinnati.
Damn, man. Cincinnati, huh?
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
1996. So
96?
Wow.
How did we?
Ago.
Not in my memory.
But this just made me flash back to that, and just again, it just makes you realize just hug your loved ones and make sure you tell everybody how you feel, and don't have no regrets, because anything can happen at any time to anybody. You never know.
You know, you got that right, man. That's right, a sure thing, man.
Yep.
Yeah, and this was put on Twitter.
I mean, honestly, this is all that anybody's really talking about today, because this is just completely unprecedented. And this is just something like Monday Night Football is like one of the most watched things on TV every year, every week. And I mean, to have this happen, I mean, especially on a Monday Night Football game, I mean, not that it really makes a difference, but just the amount of viewership compared to if it was a different game, I mean, makes it that much more hurting.
You're right.
I like the respect. I like the respect. I'm sorry, Charlie. I like the respect that was. I like the respect that was shown when they put that wall up, the players, because God knows, if you ever seen anybody get CPR done, that is not fair to that person. That is a disrespect, because they are pumping and pumping and pumping. And I'm just glad that they were able to come together, man.
I mean, for the first like 60 seconds, it just seems like everybody just stood around in shock, like they didn't know what the heck happened. He makes a tackle, stands up, and just falls down, and everybody's looking around like, what the hell just happened? Like, it took them.
And I remember looking. I remember looking at that last night. As I was prepping for the show last night. I go upstairs, and my fiance said, "You missed this. You got to see this." So she pulls out her phone. I'm watching this tackle, and I didn't see anything different that I haven't seen in my 30-year fandom of football. So I had to repeat it a couple times, and I'm like, I kept seeing the shoulder going into the chest. I'm like, something happened there at that moment.
Nobody knows if he had a pre-existing condition or
that we don't know.
Something going on behind the scenes. I mean, we don't know that.
I put a video on Facebook 2 hours later, around 10 o'clock. And weirdly enough, and if you go to my Facebook page, you can't see it. Now, I vetted the YouTube page. It was a video. I'm not going to put it up. It's a doctor who it seems like a medical doctor, but he actually said what he actually eventually had. He had a cardiac arrest. His heart, had an irregular, beat, and it went to he showed it went up and down like within milliseconds. That's probably what happened.
I mean, he might have just hit him in the 1 millimeter spot that could affect your heart, and hit him just hard enough to.
It's crazy.
You have to hit him in the specific
spot. In between, that's what they were saying. Something about he might have got hit in between a heartbeat, something like that. Right?
Correct. That's theoretical, but if that's true, this is very uncommon. This is why we haven't seen it before. We probably won't see it again for a very long time, because it has to be a certain point in that heartbeat of a tackle. So
well, look at the crocodile hunter. He got killed by a stingray that just hit him in an exact spot with the stinger right into his heart. It went right between the ribs. That the only spot that could have killed him.
I knew an animal got him. I didn't know it was. I didn't know. I thought he got eat. I got his head by.
He was diving, and there was a stingray that was just right.
That was
sleeping, and he disturbed it. and it just got startled and shot his tail up, and they got him right in the heart.
Really?
Yeah, I remember Stevie. Rest in peace to Steve Irwin, man. That was a sad.
Steve Irwin. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. So I like I said, now getting to the the B side of this. When are they going to play? They haven't said anything. They've put out that they don't know when they're going to do this yet.
Yeah, and this game means a lot to both teams.
That's just it. There is there has to be a solution for this at some point, even if it's a tie. But they actually have to have the tie or play the tie. But
restart the game from where they left off or something.
I think so. And like on my website for Pujols, they have it actually. I could probably post.
I mean, obviously, again, this is something unprecedented. So I mean, it's not something the NFL is like prepared for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Nobody ever was prepared for this, man. Yeah. Nobody was prepared.
Yeah, they made the right call by calling the game. I'll just say that. And whenever it gets replayed, it gets replayed.
If you didn't feel nothing in your heart, man, as a human being when this happened, then you were soulless, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, my heart sunk. But I will say I did have in the back of my mind, because I run a football pool and I'm in other football pools, and I know there's people in fantasies that there's going to be a money thing that's going to happen and be talked about. So the heart first, the life is first. At some point is going to have to be the actual physical game played. Now if you see here, it says it ended at 6 with 6:12 to go. Now I did read something that's 5:58. So either way, they're probably going to restart it at that time.
That's what I would.
That just makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, my thought. Now, this is a guess. It might be a hot take. I don't know. I think around January 10th or 11th is going to be the date that they're going to have to do this. It's a couple days after Week 18 ends, and it's a couple days before the playoffs start. So, they got to do what they got to do to get this in.
Or this might be one of those weird situations where we have they did during COVID. This might be a weird. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's obviously on my part, but
I'm just saying this might be like a strange situation like they had during like COVID, where we get maybe a Tuesday night game or a Wednesday night game. I mean, who knows?
That's where I'm wondering: do we get our Wednesday night game? Remember, football's been played on every day except for Wednesday in its professional career. I want a Wednesday game. I want to see a Wednesday game. That's just me. So,
but let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah. No, go ahead. I'm removing this now. Go ahead. What's up?
I just want to say, let's be honest though. Like, it's going to be hard to play that game, man. It's going to be hard to play Bengals Bills now.
Knowing in the back of your head that that happened.
It's not going to be the same.
That's not something that you're ever
going to play Week 8.
Get out of your head.
They're going to play Week 8
from either bench.
No, I know. I know. Remember, they're going to play Week 18 now. Both teams are home.
Anytime Buffalo ever plays Cincinnati again, this is just going to be the topic.
It's not going to be the same, and it's going to be hard for them to play real football, man.
And you got to think at the age of 24, this kid's career is over.
Yeah. I mean, that's what.
Yeah. I don't see him. Yeah, I don't see him gracing the football no more after this.
I mean, I think they're going to feel it. But that's just it. They're supposed to play Sunday. Week 18's coming up. They're supposed to play Sunday. I mean, against another team.
No, I figured the game would restart. They're not just going
who they got? Who they playing?
First quarter.
Who they playing?
Yeah, who's Buffalo and Cincinnati got on Week 18?
That's what I'm getting to. Let's see. Buffalo's home against New England.
Okay, well that's an important game.
And then Cincinnati is home against Baltimore. So they're
that's also an important game.
They're in division games, so they're going to have to play. I mean,
both games. Those are both important games for.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they're on Sunday. I mean, barring a snow out, they're going to have to play.
I mean, Buffalo's fighting for the number 1 seed right now. They're fighting. They want to get that bye.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you what we talked about. mean, I got a buddy. We were talking at work today, and my one buddy, he said to his one of his guys, Tim. He said, "Well, we were playing against another. We as a company were playing another company in football, and then that happened to him where he had to get resuscitated. Would we want to go to work?"
Yeah.
Everybody in our office said, "No." So we get that on that day, that day and the next day. But at some point, there has to be a, follow up where you got to go back.
Think about it. I just had a
especially
flashback
if he's on the right back. What's that?
Flashback? I just had a flashback to even I forgot about just now. Monday Night Raw when Jerry the King Lawler had a heart attack.
Owen Hart.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that too.
Jerry
Jerry Lawler
in the middle of Monday Night Raw, and they resuscitated him.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah. What was that back when? That was back when.
It was Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler were It was a Monday Night Raw commentators.
Wow.
And Jerry the King Lawler had a heart attack in the middle of the broadcast, and they had to be resuscitated by the ringside doctor. And they brought him back to life.
2012.
Dang, man.
Wow. I forgot about that.
I remember that.
All right. Well, I don't want to stay too long on this. We're going on.
We got to move on to other topics.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I definitely feel for the guy, and I hope he gets better. We're all praying for him. I know we're all praying for him. So.
This is not a topic we were planning to have to discuss before.
No, not at all. I had to reverb this whole thing just to put it in the top of the list.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who could predict that this would happen? So I mean, this is obviously what everybody's talking about today. So
yeah,
we took a good chunk of time on it, and we got to put on the prayers go out to Damar Hamlin. Prayers go out to his family, the Buffalo Bills, the fans, the Cincinnati Bengals, the teams, everybody that's involved. The doctors brought him back to life. I mean, prayers go out to everybody. I mean, there's a lot more involved than just you got to look at the doctor that brought him back to life. The people that did the CPR on him properly and were able to resuscitate him and really saved his life. Because if that didn't happen, I'm pretty sure he probably would have died on the field.
Yep.
Amen. All right. So,
all right, moving on.
Going to this, the recap from the special guest I had on Thursday, Danny Foley and Tony Damadon. So, sorry to say, I suck. This is basically what happened. So Fiesta Bowl, I had nothing. I thought Michigan and Ohio State would be the final. I was wrong. Danny got them both right. Tony got one wrong. He got Georgia, and he got Georgia right. And with the football mix, Danny and I had the same amount, but where Danny beat me in college, Danny won. And even with the last night's game not played yet, he's going to beat one of us by at least one. So Danny, you win. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 wins you got. So congratulations, Danny. If you're watching, I'm sure you're he was texting me all week and saying, I'm winning. So yeah, I think he knows. All right. Yeah, for the week. Yeah, that's it. All right, let me get rid of this. All right, so now we got the championship. Now, Casey, I'm not sure how much you follow.
I'll follow.
Ohio State, you must have been crying a little bit, man, because I really thought Marvin Harrison was the guy. He was going to really, he's probably going to be the guy going in the future. He's going to be a top 10 pick. We'll go to the draft when the draft comes up. But
I'm a Wolverine.
Ohio State. Oh, you're a Wolverine at heart in Ohio. Wow. And this is live on YouTube, right?
That's right. I sure do. Yeah.
Hey, I got respect for Michigan.
Wolverine
Nation. Wolverine and what?
Wolverine Nation.
Wolverine Nation. Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Now I can respect that. I'll give you props on that. That's wow.
Came out of University of Michigan.
It's true.
That's like a Philadelphia Eagle fan in North Jersey, honey. Anyway, sorry. If she's watching, she's about to make a comment.
Yo.
Anyway.
Well, Jersey's got its two halves. You got the Giants half on top, and you got the Eagles half on the bottom.
Well, not to give too
That's
much of her
Jersey.
history. She's an Eagle fan from her past marriage when she lived in the Pennsylvania area.
Yeah,
So,
anybody
she
south of
fell in-
Ocean County in New Jersey is an Eagles fan. Anybody north is
Well,
mostly a Giants fan. You throw in the
Jets
occasional Jets
fan.
fan.
Yeah, she lived in a Giant house, but funny it produced an Eagles fan and a Jet fan. So yeah, they know who I'm talking about if they're listening. So
Yeah, I mean, speaking of the Jets, that was another incident. I mean, years back when I forgot his name, got knocked down and got paralyzed on the field from the Jets back in the day.
Bird, you're talking about Bird.
Yeah, Bird.
I know. We talked about him today at work. Yeah, so we know. Yeah.
He took a hit and got paralyzed.
That was crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Georgia. I mean, that was a tough game TCU had against Michigan. Oh my God. I forget the kid's name. I really should.
Who, Duger, the quarterback?
Really good.
What
Those
is your
four
quarterback?
quarterbacks were excellent. And I think 3 of them are seniors. Where we go? There we go. Okay. All of a sudden we buffered. Got it. All right. So maybe I gotta not lean on the thing here. So like I said, I'm still debating who I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna leave that out till I can't leave that. Oh yes I can. That's next week. Okay. So I can do that next week. That's next Monday.
I honestly don't follow college sports.
So
I don't follow these players until they're drafted. Then I find out about them, but I really don't follow college sports. It's just too much.
If you guys are coming, yeah, no, I hear you. If you're coming on Thursday, follow up a little.
Oh, you don't follow? He said what did he say? He said he don't follow college.
I'm doing these picks, but like I said, I'm.
Yeah, I don't follow college. Sports.
Okay. So good.
I never got into NCAA. I don't know why. I just find about these players right before the draft. I look up like the top draft picks and their stats and all stuff like that, and that's how I learn about these players. And that's all my extent of college in any NFL, NBA, whatever it may be.
To DJ's credit, he's been a DJ for over 20 years. So his weekends are full. So when college is going on, he's probably not watching. So
well, I'm lucky enough where a lot of places I DJ have TVs, and I do watch a lot of Giant games while I'm working. I have to admit.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I think a way to watch the screen from time to time.
Got it.
But yeah, my weekends are normally
I'm bouncing back and forth between I'm bouncing back and forth between TCU and Georgia. I mean, Georgia looks really solid.
You can't let that hit go, Charlie. We lost the game on a targeting call, even though we shot ourselves in the foot the whole game.
I know.
You have to call. I should have brought that up. You have to make that call. It don't matter what the team is. It don't matter.
I think I
got to make the call.
You're right. I put that on Facebook. I was upset, but that's college. It's such referees in general. I mean, I'm correct. Didn't announce it. The announcers called it too. The announcers actually called it. But
this has been a bad. It's been like the year of blowing calls. It really has. If you look at like any league, it's blown calls everywhere, and there's like 7, 8 refs on the field, and nobody could see this happening. I mean, wow.
I'm gonna just tell y'all that with the Michigan game, I feel like we stabbed ourselves so much that they were not trying to give us the game at the end because of a targeting call. However, that would have been a bad way to end a real good contested game.
What?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. It would have been a bad way to end a very well contested and played college football game.
Nobody wants to end the game on a penalty. I mean, come on.
So, it was great. It was good games though, man. All the bold stuff been good.
Not at all.
OSU, what you think about their kicker?
Oh, I agree.
What you think about the OSU kicker, man?
Get this up. OSU's kicker.
Who was
you know what? You got to be able to kick back.
I think wasn't last week. I think Miami's punter punted the ball off somebody's rear end. Didn't that just happen like recently in the NFL?
I'm trying to think. I can't remember.
I think it was like in the last like 2 or 3 weeks. I think it was Miami. They literally punted the ball and just hit the guy right in the ass. That snapped it to him.
That was.
I've seen that.
That was my in the end zone. That was what, week 13 or 12. Yeah,
it was an end zone punt.
That's not. Yeah, that wasn't a good day for the Miami Dolphins and their fans.
No, punted the ball right up the center's rear end.
Yeah, I'm honestly scared if Miami fans are watching and they're having to remember that.
I mean, prayers go out to Mark Sanchez with that butt fumble. I mean, there's now something new to talk about. Mark Sanchez with the infamous butt fumble, running into somebody's rear end and fumbling the ball, losing the game.
Yeah.
After that, I don't know how anybody could be a Jets fan. Losing a game when your quarterbacks get sacked by somebody's ass.
No.
He literally runs into the center and goes down and loses the ball.
So let's go to winners and losers.
All right,
week
17.
That was a good week.
Week 17 is definitely a good week for the New York Giants.
I might
The playoff spot.
All right.
Yeah, I'm having Wi-Fi issues. Okay, better. All right, here we go. So you can see a lot of these games in the beginning were really good. I mean, we all knew what we were talking about. Dallas beating Tennessee, Atlanta barely leading Arizona. That was Detroit destroying Chicago. Lost that feed.
Yeah. Detroit is the most underrated team in the NFL right now, I must say.
That's right. They are.
It's going to be an interesting game. That's why they got put into the night game. You know, that's going to be an interesting final. Green Bay and Detroit. I don't know who I'm picking in that one. But then when they lose, they lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know which Green Bay you're going to get. I mean, Green Bay's been playing two different games this whole year. They've been playing great. They've been playing terrible.
I tell you, speaking with a couple guys today, I'm not sure if I'm seeing things different or they're seeing things different. But then I talked to a couple of Green Bay fans, and they agree with me. Their defense is basically won the last two games.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers hasn't done anything that shows, other than maybe one pass here and one run here. He hasn't done anything. He's not the same guy he was 2 years ago.
And I know there's all the talk about the Giants showing interest in him in the offseason, and I really hope they do not go that direction.
No. I'm going to say right now, and we were talking about this today at work, I really think Daniel Jones is getting signed. Signing Jones, and they're giving. I
honestly think after this year he earned himself a contract. Yeah. Maybe not like a Tom Brady contract, but he'll get a contract. I mean, he'll probably be the QB1.
Well, no, Tom Brady contract will be fine. Remember, give me a Tom Brady contract from when he was on the Patriots. Remember, his Patriot contracts were like $11 million, $12 million a year. He was making it up in endorsements. Yeah, his money is made up in endorsements when he was remember Randy Moss was making more than him when he played on that team. So I really think if he goes the same way, and now this is where he's got to be the same route as Tom Brady and not Eli. Eli took a lot of money, and they were bad for a lot of years. You know, a lot of people got old quickly. They didn't draft well. Then we got bad coaches. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, no, I mean we survived the Gettleman experiment. I mean that was just terrible. I mean Gettleman from the day the Giants ran him, I knew it was bad news.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But y'all got to bring out of the deal. But got to bring out of the deal.
No, we didn't get a ring with Gettleman.
Yep.
No, I'm talking about Eli.
And
Eli got us 2 rings. Yeah,
2 rings. Yeah, I got 2 rings there. So that put y'all back in the playing field with Super Bowl.
Yes, they did. Oh, absolutely. I
don't see Daniel Jones.
I love Eli. I'm not gonna.
But hey, you never know. You never know what can happen. I mean, we're in the playoffs. Any week, any given Sunday, anything can happen. Who knows?
Him and Saban. Mm-hmm. And thank God we made the playoffs. Been a long time waiting. 2016, we made the freaking playoffs. So
Yeah.
I'm a Cowboy fan. I don't want to talk about us.
That's true.
All right,
get it. In what 7-8 years?
That was a giant game. We won 30.
Yeah. I mean, we're guaranteed a winning season. We have 9 wins.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my God. Casey, I forgot you're a Cowboy fan. We won't talk Cowboys. It's okay. I know that hurt. I work with a couple Cowboy fans. One who's a little bit more belligerent than the other. So
yeah. And then I don't talk about it.
I know. Yeah, I know more than a few Cowboy fans who I'd love to get on this podcast. You know, Reggie Walker, Nico Lagore. I could say I was on this podcast because I want you to talk Cowboys when you're doing good and when you're doing bad. Casey, I get it. You're hurting still. I won't talk about it. You my boy.
No. You know I talk sports for real because I know sports. So I understand, it's the same thing for my Cowboys every year. Okay. So I keep it 100, no matter what's going on. So even when we're bad, I could talk it. Even when we're good, I could talk it. It's the same thing for us every year. Down to talk about it until we could get a playoff win with all this money that they paying Dak Prescott, who I don't believe is the answer. But I'm just a fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. That he just got a really good supporting cast.
That's it, he does. Man. That's it.
I mean, look at you got Pollard and Elliott. I mean, they're both weapons from anywhere. I mean, he's got great receivers. He's got a great offensive line. I mean, that's all you need.
We had Cooper Rush playing behind that line.
You need people who can catch the ball. Even if you throw it like crap, you got guys that can catch it.
He sucks to me. Yep. He keeps throwing interceptions, but you know how it is, guys, for us every year. So, but yet, nevertheless, we are in the best division in football.
Yeah. Yes, I think the Dallas Cowboys have difficult quarterback pose when they blow a game too, just sitting on their rear end with their legs stretched out, just looking. Tony Romo had that pose. Now Dak had that pose.
Got the pose. Yeah.
Blowing of the game pose from Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks.
Yeah. Can't get over the hump, man.
Yeah. Everyone thought Tony Romo was going to be the answer.
Now I have to address, and I know I'm going to take off a few. Tony Romo, what?
I said Tony Romo. They thought was going to be the answer in Dallas, and he was a joke. And now
I don't know about a joke. He just didn't have He didn't have guys either. I think he had a better arm for an undrafted quarterback than anybody.
There was too much talking, though. They were talking too much. You had Dez Bryant out there.
And too much. Yeah, and he. Yep.
Real quick update: the New York Rangers just tied the Carolina Hurricanes with a power play goal in the second period by Mika Zibanejad. So that game is now 2-2.
Wow!
As the New York Rangers have tied it up with their second power play goal of the game.
Got it. Gotcha. All right, it's news me and Casey. We're not the hockey right now live as we're talking.
Devils fan.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
so I can't Devils fan. Yeah. I gotta talk about Philly. Yeah. So I gotta talk about Philly. What happened to this team to lose to a New Orleans offense that has no offense?
How amazing is it that this game against the Giants now means more to Philadelphia than it does to the Giants?
We thought that it was going to mean more to
us. Go figure. I'm at my wit's end with this Philly team. I know.
As far as I know, the Giants are going to be the 60 win or lose. So
their backup's not bad.
It doesn't mean anything to them, but it means a bye to Philly.
So our game's going to be backup versus backup. Yeah, our game's going to be backup versus backup. So the only other game there's Washington at home.
We got to do it.
Does Washington still have a playoff chance?
Should knew
Or they eliminated?
No, they're out.
We got to.
But
Don't we gotta beat
Carson
them?
Wentz. He started Carson Wentz over Heineke. I get Heineke
No
had a
way.
bad game. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's
I don't get
stupidity.
that either.
It's no, that's that. I wouldn't have never done. I would have never did that. You got to rock with Heineke. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
And that flashes me back.
I mean,
to
I
when,
still pick
Eli
Cleveland.
Manning got benched for Geno Smith, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
When they ended
Yeah.
Eli's game starting streak
Yep.
and started Geno Smith over him, that was just terrible. Terrible
Yeah.
coaching. But I mean, if Washington still is not
absolutely
mathematically
So,
eliminated from the playoffs, how amazing would it be that the NFC East, the worst division of football last year, could have all four teams in the playoffs this year? I mean, how amazing is that to think about?
yeah. I mean, it was looking like that in like week 15, but now Washington's fallen off the cuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean,
I mean,
it's really Green
tie,
Bay
I
now,
think
and that's like
Washington-
the other team I wanted to go to.
Yeah, I mean, after that tie, Washington had their bye week, and then they played the Giants again the following week. So I figured Washington would come out with a
And they
better
couldn't
game
beat 'em.
plan. They literally played the Giants back to back.
Can y'all hear me?
Had a game in
Yeah.
between.
It was.
Can you hear me?
I
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you now.
I got somebody tried to call in the middle of the podcast and they knocked my headphones off. So I just making sure y'all can hear me. Go ahead.
I
I'm
hear
listening.
you.
Yeah,
Loud and
I-
clear.
I hear you. So Green Bay, Minnesota is the last game I want to talk about before we move on. So Minnesota, talk about basically doing nothing in that game. I mean, they just let Green Bay take over. I know they were in Green Bay, and I know it was cold, but I mean, what happened to Cousins and you know, whatever he
Minnesota's
says,
overrated.
you know, the
Minnesota's
chain gang
overrated.
guy.
Mhm.
Well, I
They
hope
beat
so.
the Giants on
I
a
hope so. If that's who
61-yard
we're
field
playing
goal.
in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
like what?
They're a lucky team. They're not a
They're
good
lucky,
team.
yeah.
That hurt. That really hurt. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so
61-yard field goal.
for the winners and losers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnesota is
That-
something else, man. I don't like. I don't know.
All right.
If I'm not
So
mistaken,
I
if
did.
Minnesota wins this
I did
week
read
and
some-
Philly loses,
Yep.
doesn't Minnesota get the bye over Philly? If Minnesota wins and Philly loses in week 18,
Mhm.
doesn't Minnesota get the bye over Philly then when Minnesota get the 1 seed?
I
I
thought it
gotta
was
look
San
at
Francisco,
this.
unless
I
San
thought it was San Fran. I'm not
If
sure.
they- I mean, they would
there's
have
so
matching records, but I think Minnesota would hold the tiebreaker.
there's so many machinations. Or machinations, whatever the word is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So for me, I just don't want it. It's too much for me my brain to handle, and I don't get paid enough to do that. Let someone who actually gets paid enough to do that figure that out.
Yeah.
And we'll bounce it off of them. That, you know, I that's too much on my plate. You know.
Yeah.
So
Moving along, we got
from Adam
a lot
Schefter.
to
He
discuss,
says
but not a lot of time to discuss
Yeah,
it.
fact.
no, exactly. So sources say the Saints are expected to ask for a first-round pick for the rights of Sean Payton, who's now, if I remember correctly, a announcer on,
He's on
NBC
Fox.
right now.
Fox,
So-
I think.
Oh, he's on Fox. He's on Fox. That's right. I'm thinking somebody.
Yeah, because he's on the pregame and everything.
So probably good. Yeah. So
Why give up a first rounder for a
Oh,
coach
that
that
is
only got
Denver.
one ship?
Yeah.
Denver and Indy. Yeah, Denver and Indy are the two places I see.
Yeah,
But
trading a
why,
first-round pick
why
for
are
a
we
coach,
giving up?
that's a-
But why would we give up? Why would you give up a first rounder for a coach that has one proven champion?
Yeah, it has one ring. Has one ring.
Ring.
You know why? It's been
One.
And
it's been
had
done
good
before.
teams. He had many, many good teams with Drew
Because
Brees.
it's been
and-
done before.
Yeah.
I mean, I can roll up, but this is.
You what?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, but
Cases being
what y'all think about? What you think?
I keep up a first-round pick for a coach.
Okay.
I can't. I mean, I can't see that happening.
Bill
You could be
Parcells.
giving up the franchise of your team for rights to a coach that has one ring.
It happened with Bill Parcells. It
Yeah.
happened with Bill Parcells. It happened with Bill Belichick. It happened with, I'm forgetting the other person. There was 3 guys that it happened with. And I could see it happening, like I said. And Indianapolis is probably more at suit to they need an actual coach. You know, so they'll give up their first round, maybe, you know, to do it. So like I said, it's a tweet from Adam Schefter. He's usually on point.
I'm gonna be the coach of Indianapolis next year.
And
you can sign me. You can sign me for a third round. I don't care.
Yo, my coaching staff.
You can sign me for a third rounder,
okay.
not even a first rounder.
I'll be.
Why don't you just sign your
defensive coordinator,
head coach? Like Jeff Saturday, didn't he just retire like last year? And now he's their head coach.
Yeah. I can use that for help. We can all use that money.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. We'll get my last two guys, Danny Floyd, offensive line coach, and Tony Tomadon, coach.
And there you go.
Just saying, other people I can put other people in, but you know, trust me, we can do this. You just gotta talk to the general manager at Indianapolis. But the thing, do you really want to work for that owner? Talking about
no.
Irsay.
No.
He's a little nice.
Nope.
I'd rather go to Denver, honestly. I'd rather go to Denver.
There's a lot to consider when making that decision.
A new ownership group, I'd go there.
Denver? You're saying Denver? Mm-hmm. You would go with Denver?
I'd go with Denver over Indianapolis in a heartbeat.
DJ, you would go with Denver too?
I would, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know about Irsay. I don't think I could do the Indianapolis because
Charging wire.
No.
Yeah, I could go Denver.
All right,
I would go Denver.
My charging wire.
This is where
Sorry, guys. 1 second. I
realized my sad, and I don't mean to bring. That's okay. So,
all right. I'm good.
We did have three major passes.
It's not plugged in. Make sure it's plugged in.
And number one, Barbara Walters. I mean, I don't know about you two guys. I talked today about this already. That he doesn't know much about.
Yeah.
I watched the Barbara Walters special.
I mean, I know Barbara Walters. I mean, I know what she. I know
you know her, yeah.
But, I know about Barbara Walters. I know her. She was a pioneer for women on TV and stuff too. I didn't realize.
I think we lost you.
Years old.
93. Yeah. She retired a couple years ago. I want to say 2014. They gave her a send off on The View.
I had no idea she was that old.
Like she is literally the icon of women reporters. I mean, it's amazing how if you don't know her, look up her history. She's absolutely she was the RBG of women in news broadcasting.
Absolutely, and she was a pioneer. She opened the door for a lot. I mean, she
ABC
really pushed the buttons. She really like changed the
79 made her
edgy. She asked what people wanted to know. She didn't beat around the bush.
Yeah, she sure did. She sure did get to the point.
She was talking about. She got all they was thing, and I saw. She got what they called the gets. She always got every person that she big, that were,
I don't know if it's just me, but Chaz,
dictator. She interviewed a bunch of dictators.
Choppy.
Bro, your audio going crazy.
Bad?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just me, but Chaz, you're coming in really choppy.
Extra.
You hear me?
Yeah. I hear you.
That might be the comment that I just got to say. I got a comment. No, start today. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. You hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, mute's not on. I see it.
Oh, now you're off. Now you're chopped again.
You chopped again.
Good. Okay.
Yep.
So anybody heard me, but I apologize. Like I said, she was the person who got the gets. She always was getting dictators.
Yeah.
She was getting presidents. the interview she had between 2020 and her Barbara Walters specials. I mean, and every
she had the right to
reporter
interview
now
people
has a little bit of
nobody
her.
else would.
Well, yeah.
She interviewed the people
Yep.
that nobody else would, and
She
she asked the
got-
questions that people wanted the answers to.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
Remember,
That's
and
exactly-
we're both we're everybody except Jay. She got Monica Lewinsky
Yeah,
when nobody else could. She got Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, all right.
she
Yep,
tried to get
that
Casey
was- that
Anthony,
was a
but she
doozy
never
one.
could.
Yeah, she
So,
didn't get
next
Casey
one-
Anthony.
That enough case to finally opened up, and I think she
Yeah,
has a
true.
Peacock special now
No, that she didn't.
No.
for Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Don West,
Probably.
long-time
probably.
wrestling announcer from back in the no, way before then. He was back in the what am I thinking? What's the word I'm
Mhm.
thinking of? Back in the
Yeah, Don West. He's
he's
now
a big NWA. He's a big NWA announcer back in the territories. That's the word I'm looking for. Back in the
Mhm.
territories. Before wrestling
Mhm.
became, nationwide, he was a longtime NWA announcer. I mean, for years and years and years. I mean, he has
on
many interviews with
WCW,
Flair,
right?
Four Horsemen. I mean,
Yep.
going back.
Oh, he had something to do with the Four Horsemen.
Yeah,
Yep.
he had some interviews with the Four Horsemen
Okay.
back in the NWA. Back
Yep.
in the day, I mean, he was a big time announcer back in the territory phase down south more so than up north. But I mean, NWA, he was really big. He had the Four Horsemen, Dusty Rhodes. I mean, he was. He had all these people on.
Exactly. I mean, and then he ended up at AEW, right? If I'm correct, that's where his last.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
What age did he pass at? It's not there.
That I don't know. I want to say 64, but I'm not positive.
It was really that young.
Okay.
Let me see.
I didn't know he passed away, man. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it came down the wire on Friday, just before,
So,
just after I heard about it, Barbara Walters.
He died December 30th, 2022.
Yep.
He was
what?
60. He was born in 63. So what's that make him?
No.
69, 69?
69?
59.
59.
No,
59. Damn.
that's young.
Yeah, that's young.
Yeah.
Young, man. He's young. Oh,
Mhm.
Oh,
So,
wow.
How did he
yeah, I
die?
don't know. Was he ever a
Yeah.
wrestler? Probably not, right?
No. He was only an announcer and an interviewer.
Yeah.
One of those guys. And I mean,
Okay.
he did it for many years. I mean, obviously started when he was young,
Yeah.
but I mean, he really was for real wrestling fans. You know who Don
Yeah.
West is.
Yeah. I mean, I will say it seems like the wrestling world has been in a bit of a downward spiral, about this, because that's a big one.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, WWE is completely revamped.
It's hard. I don't even watch it no more. I used to watch it back in '98.
Well, now that Triple H is in charge, not Vince McMahon is out, but I think the products has just
Yeah.
got so much better.
Yeah.
He brought
It's
all
getting
these
there.
people
It's
back. He
getting
brought
there.
all the people back that everybody wanted back, and he's just got great programming. I think
Yeah,
the Triple
I will
H
say, if
show
you
is
watch
bringing WWE back to life.
You watch? Yeah, I mean, I know it's on now, but if you watch NXT, that's a really good show.
NXT,
I watch it.
absolutely.
That's a really good
I
show.
have it recording right now. I mean, NXT really is probably Shawn Michaels is running NXT now.
He
Is
is.
he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. That's why it seems better. I mean,
Yeah.
you can just tell with the talent who's running it.
Yeah.
That's why it's better. I didn't even know that.
And hence why Mandy Rose got fired because Shawn Michaels is a devout Christian
Oh.
and she posed nudie pictures on her freaking OnlyFans or whatever the hell it
Hold.
was.
See, okay. I gotta talk about this. Wow, cat on your shoulder. Okay.
Cat on your shoulder. You got. What you mean? Talking about I need to put my headphones back.
My cat won't do that. I'm telling you right now, my cat won't do that. But see, I don't want to say I'm a devout Catholic, and I'm not going to get into the cat. I'm not really going to get into the Catholic thing except for the next segment, real quick. But Mandy Rose posing.
Don't mind the tail. I mean, I can't help it.
No. I'm completely ignoring it. Trust me.
Okay.
So, Mandy Rose getting fired is hypocritical of the WWE. I don't care if Shawn Michaels is running it or not.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
All the
I agree.
women
I mean,
who posed
look at what the product used to be back in the Attitude
all the
Era.
women who all the women who posed nude prior to this, while
and
Shawn Michaels
Playboy and
wasn't,
everything.
wasn't a devout Catholic. Yeah, Playboy,
Yeah.
exactly. I have at least 4 or 5 books of the books of it. You know, I have China. I have.
You have China's vagina.
I wasn't going there. I was just saying Playboy. I have China.
He got the ninth wonder of the world.
China vagina. China vagina. I mean, we needed proof that she was a female, so I mean, I guess we got it.
Yeah, we got it. Charles got the books.
May she rest in peace.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Tori Wilson, she posed. I got that book. Who was the other one?
Maria Kanellis. Maria Kanellis. Ashley Massaro.
I don't have her. One I didn't get. Yeah.
Ashley and Christy Hemme.
I have Ashley Massaro. Yeah.
She died recently too.
No. Wait,
Yeah?
I might have Christy Hemme. Yeah. Did she really?
Yeah.
Wait, Christine Hammer?
Wow.
Ashley Massaro died, I think, last year.
Christine.
Wait a minute.
She was like 40, I think.
Wow.
I think she died of an
What in
overdose.
the world?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You said Christine Hammer, right? Christine Hammer, right?
Hemi.
No,
Hemme.
Ashley Massaro.
Hemi.
Ashley Massaro passed away. Christy Hemme's still alive.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
How about this? Okay. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
The only one I really
let me-
knew about was China.
No, China. Yeah, everybody knew China.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was
one
one of the highest grossing Playboy magazines ever.
Even I know.
With China's issue.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't
well-
know how he did that one. How he collected that one.
Well, I probably shouldn't have put this right next to what we were just talking about, but this was the next person who died. Pope Benedict the 16th. Yeah, it's a bad segue. I will say that bad segue, but
Well,
that was a big thing for the Catholic Church.
Michael's on the topic, so
That's what you're doing. That's what
Yeah.
you're doing, Charlie. He said we're gonna
You know
go this
what?
way.
we're gonna go from China's vagina to the Pope.
To the Pope.
I did see. I didn't think I was going that way. I'll say that. Did not think I was going that way.
Well, he
Nevertheless,
was the Pope for what, 3 weeks?
no. Pope for about a couple years.
Was he like the first
But
Pope?
it seemed like a couple weeks.
The first in 4 to 6 years. So
He was like the first Pope to resign in like
That's a big
110
thing.
years, wasn't he?
400 to 500 years. Yeah. So now I will say this: expect that to happen again. Pope Francis is not in good health, and this could happen down the road.
Well, these people don't become popes till they're almost 90 years old. So
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
how long is
he
it really
was-
going to last?
Yes.
He was, I mean, his real name was Joseph Ratzinger. If anybody didn't know, he was the 265th pontiff. He died.
He
And
was of Polish descent, wasn't he?
I'm sorry.
He was of Polish descent, I believe.
I believe
no,
so.
Maybe.
I thought so.
Although-
I thought it was.
well, Pope John.
was.
Pope John Paul II was of Polish descent.
Pope
Oh,
Benedict was not?
Ratzinger. I think Ratzinger is Italian. I think.
Yeah, that sounds like an Italian name. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think Ratzinger is Italian, if I'm correct.
Mm.
And obviously, the Pope now is Argentinian. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pope Francis.
Yeah.
Penny.
Pope Francis.
You know what?
So-
I'm a Jew, so I mean, this is back page news to me.
I'm sorry. That choked me up, man. Sorry. I'm a Jew. If that doesn't become a meme, I don't know what does. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm a Jew.
I'm a Jew, so I mean, that is what it is.
yeah. So I don't know about you guys. I made a resolution this year. I'm 46 years old. I just outed myself online. Okay, so I'm resoluting to never make someone else's business my business, and
Resoluting a word?
unless formally told. What's that?
Is resoluting a word?
It's a
No,
word now.
resolute is resolute.
You
is a
know,
word.
he said
I
I'm
said
resolute. He said resolute.
Salute.
Pastor.
I no.
I said I'm
Yeah,
resolute.
the word is resolute. No. I resolute to. That's what I said to. Never
Okay.
make someone else's business my business unless formally told, because I'm getting to the point where I'm hearing a lot of gossip in my life, and I can't take it anymore. I unless someone actually tells me their issues, like Jay, let's say you have such and such. If you tell me, then you tell me. I don't want to hear from X, Y, and Z. You know.
Well, yeah.
That's where I'm going with this, and my friends. If you're hearing me,
every time a story gets passed from one person to the other, it gets changed somehow.
Never believe.
Exactly. So I just
reminds me of that game back in the day. You used to sit in a circle and he used to have to say something to the person next to him. And by the end of the circle, it was something completely different than at the beginning of the circle.
Oh, so you played that game? We played Spin the Bottle. So, anyway.
In the bottle.
Well, again,
I never. You're right though. You're right though, Charlie. You're right.
Y'all right. Here's the thing. I'm right, but I never won at Spin the Bottle. I'm just gonna say, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't a good-looking kid. I was.
I was gonna say, do you win at Spin the Bottle?
Well, yeah, if you gotta be chosen, nobody chose you.
That's true.
Good. Yeah, nobody chose. You gotta be the chosen one.
Poor Chaz.
Yeah.
At least you still got the China Playboy.
Yo, man. Let me just piggyback. Let me piggyback off your resolution real quick.
Please,
Charlie, you know how UPS was, man. And
Amen,
working with you at UPS, you should have known a long time ago that making somebody else's business your business, you know how it go. You know how it go, and you know how it is. You know how it go. But I am proud. I'm proud of you to come to this point in your life, almost 50 years old, as a grown man, to fess up and say you need to, grow a little more. But we all growing every day, Charlie. So it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Right.
Real.
My resolution is just to try to keep in good health and good spirits. I literally am a cancer survivor from surgery a month ago.
Bless you, man. God bless you.
Yo, God bless you, bro.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's why I know
my resolution is to stay healthy throughout the whole year, stay out of the hospital, stay not have any more surgeries, and just stay in good health and good spirits for the year. So that's my goal.
My resolution for the new year, unfortunately, was to cut off certain family members that are not really family members.
Blood does not make family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a believer that blood does not make family.
Yeah, so I've come a long way. So I just want to continue. I want to continue to change people's lives and do a lot more things that I want to do. Like this podcast is a good thing. Certain things like that. I'm in the gym a lot now. Just getting people back into what life is about is my overall goal.
I'm 41 years old, and again, this goes back to the first topic that we talked about today about Damar Hamlin. You never know. You never know when it's going to be your time. So you gotta cherish every day. You really
right.
do.
Okay, I want to go through these quick. We're already almost an hour.
Yeah, we're getting.
We've been on for almost an hour.
We're going.
And apparently, I'm really choppy. I know. Yeah.
Well,
Yankee fan there, Casey?
Yeah, I'm a Yankee fan, but don't ask me too much about it because I don't watch baseball like that. But I'm a Yankee fan for real though.
Oh, the Rangers game is now 3-3 in the third period as Panarin scored a goal, tying the game for the Rangers again. So it's 3-3 in the third period now. Rangers and Hurricanes.
Gotcha.
All right, Yankees bullpen. Ron Marinaccio, a kid right out of Tom River, New Jersey. I think he's got a great upside to him. Yeah. Tommy Canley obviously has a great upside to him. And it sucks that Clark Schmidt is probably going to be the odd man out because Clark Schmidt also has a lot of potential.
Mm-hmm. See, I think King's the guy to be the closer, in my opinion.
I agree.
I think he's got the 2-3 pitches that he's got.
Yeah,
he's solid.
Boone really inherited a mess in that bullpen. So he did a pretty good job of straightening it up.
Well, when your mess is a Roll Chapman who all of a sudden his arm dies, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So
got that crazy triple play last year on Father's Day that ended the game.
He did. Then we got Arvin Gonzalez. We got to say goodbye. He's going to Japan. He was pretty decent switch hitting guy off the bench, but
he's going to go play nipple professional baseball in Japan.
Yep. Maybe we'll see him in 2024.
He's going to be a Buffalo.
Yeah.
Between the Yankees
And Oryx.
Yeah. An Oryx Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oryx.
So
Sounds like a vacuum.
Does.
Do you think we overpaid for Judge?
No.
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 Yeah, right.
I was expecting $40 million a year, but
No.
I was thinking it was going to be 10-year, not 9-year. But I'm happy. I think the contract fits him.
Okay.
well,
And supposedly,
here's
San
my
Francisco
take, and I
offered
said
him a
it.
more lucrative contract than the Yankees did. He still chose the Yankees over San Francisco, which is his hometown. So I mean,
They
that's
did.
a lot to say too.
Yeah.
The Yankees screwed themselves when they didn't give him the right number in the beginning of the year. Now they had to bite the bullet and pay him more. Simple as that.
Well, who knew what
You
kind of
hit
year he was
62
going to
home
have? Yeah.
We ain't know he's gonna have that type of a
Oh,
year
he
though.
bet on
Charles.
himself.
He
and he
was
won.
one vote away from
And
being
now-
unanimous
and now-
MVP. One vote from being a unanimous MVP. I mean, who
Yep.
expected this kind of year in a contract year out of Aaron
Yeah,
Judge? I mean,
and that vote needs to be stripped away from that guy.
yeah, the one vote for Ohtani.
I don't care. That's already stripped.
One vote for Ohtani. The other 29 votes are all for Judge.
Damn, man, that's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah, which
The-
remains that Mariano
that's
Rivera
like
is still the only ever unanimous Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How does
MVP
How does Jeter not get it? How does
Jeter was not unanimous. Jeter also had
don't
one
get me
vote that
started.
did not
How does
that was
Jeter-
not for him.
How does Jeter not get it? How does Griffey not get it? How does who am I forgetting?
Well, the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame has been a screw job since back with what's his name?
Let's-
Did Mark get it?
Hank
Did
Aaron.
McGuire get it?
No, McGuire's not getting.
No, he's not even in. He's not in.
No,
He's
not
not-
nobody
his
involved in
tenure
this
is done.
scandal is getting in the Hall of Fame.
But why we can't put in Barry?
Because he also took shots in the ass.
I know, man. I know it sucks, man.
Anybody involved in the steroid scandal is
But
not going
it
to the
was,
Hall of Fame.
but
Alex
but-
Rodriguez probably won't be in the
but
Hall of Fame.
it-
He shouldn't be.
but with
He should not be.
both those guys. But I got the but. Hold on. Both of those guys never tested positive.
Yeah.
Never tested positive
Alex Rodriguez and
They
Roger
got
Clemens
busted
are two of the best
because
players in history.
they were
that
on-
former Yankees that will not be in the Hall of Fame.
they were never. Yeah, they were. It's stupid. I'm. There's other words I have for it, but for right now, I'm going to say it's stupid.
It's unfortunate
A-Rod
that my
and
memory of Roger
Barry
Clemens was
Bonds.
throwing a bat at Mike Piazza.
Oh
Listen,
yeah, you remember that?
Why is I looked at Roger Clemens' numbers. There is no way steroids could have helped that much to give him that much. Roger Clemens, just because he's a bad guy, is not in the Hall of Fame. Then why is Ty Cobb in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Why
Mickey Mantle.
Why isn't Shoeless Joe Jackson put back in the Hall of Fame? We know he didn't do anything. He didn't cheat. Why isn't he in the Hall of Fame? I mean,
It's all scandals.
these are questions that it's stupid, and it needs those. And then the ultimate one, which has bothered me for a long time, is Pete Rose.
Of course, Pete Rose
Put
is the
him
one that
in,
started,
and
the one that really made
Yeah.
this Hall of Fame scandal.
he is the one, as a player, should be
A
in.
life-
As a
Yeah,
person,
he's the only person
he
to ever
should.
receive a lifetime ban from the sport.
yes, he's no, not only person. The guys in White Sox too.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's back in the day.
The Black Sox of 1919.
Yeah.
All right. This one, I'm being clipboard. I don't want to deal with it now. We'll deal with it another time. This one, it affects us in the AL East. Look at where he went to Tampa Bay. Now he's going to the Red Sox. This guy can't leave us alone. So
He's having one
That's-
team a year, Kluber.
yeah,
He go-
All he gets is 1 year contracts
Exactly.
from every team everywhere.
Who is he? What is he? The MLB Carson Wentz?
I guess.
yeah,
I mean, he pitched no hitter for the Yankees, so I mean that was good.
yeah, exactly. So I got a top 5 challenge for you two. Since you're both Yankee fans, this works perfectly. According to Baseball America, who are the New York Yankees' top 5 New York prospects?
I know Peraza's got to be on the list.
Number
He
4.
gonna leave me. He gonna leave me.
I'm sorry,
blow me out
Peraza's number 2.
Peraza's number 2. What about oh shoot. This is really going to stump me now. Holy cow!
He's gonna blow me out the water, so I'm just,
why are you asking me this during football season?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he thinks
baseball's
too, right? Like, I'm paying attention.
Baseball ain't on my mind right now.
Yeah.
I got everything on my mind. This is why I don't sleep. Ask Beth. Anyway.
We're going to the final week of the NFL season. I'm talking about Yankee prospects.
Yes,
I know. I got to keep up. All right, so I'll tell you. Number 5.
We'll talk
okay,
number 5. You can name them off. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, number 5, Austin Wells, our catcher of the future. I think he's coming up probably this year.
I agree. Because the Yankees haven't had a solid catcher in a long time. I mean, Gary Sanchez was supposed to be the guy, but he was a disaster.
Yeah. Remember, we traded for somebody. The last name is hard to say. Rorvstud, I think is the name. He's in the minors. He's coming up. He's probably gonna be the backup to whoever our catcher is, whether it's Higgy or Jose. He's an all-star, and I can't remember his name. Jesus. Anyway, so one of those two guys is gone. I think Higgy might be gone.
Higgy's going to be the backup to what the hell's his name?
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be Rorvstud. I think the guy they traded for is going to be the one coming up. So
because they just literally re-signed them.
They did. So number 4, this guy I think with number 3. Number 4 and number 3 I think are about 2 years away.
Jose Trevino.
You have outfielders.
Jose Trevino.
Yes,
when they just gave him a 1-year contract.
Yeah. Well, I think Trevino might be coming back. Like you said, 1-year contract. So Higgy might be the man out, and that Rorvstud is going to be the backup catcher.
Yeah.
Number 4 and 3. Now, number 3 you probably know. Number 4 you may not. Number 4 is Everson Pereira. He's a kid who was in Double A. He was in Double A. He's probably on his way up in 2 to 3 years. Now, Jason Dominguez is the one. Jason Dominguez is the one probably everybody knows. He was playing in A-ball. He played in A-ball last year with the female manager that we hired, and now he's in Double A. He's over in Somerset, and we'll be in Somerset next year. Like you said, number 2 was Peraza. Number 1 is the reason we shouldn't have probably taken IKF, but that's my opinion. Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe.
Volpe, yeah, I agree. He's going to be. He's going to. Yeah, he's going to. He's going to.
Yeah, that kid. I saw him last year 2 or 3 times. He's
by the end of the season, he'll be taking over.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, he's going to come up
probably.
This year.
He'll probably be a September
coming up this year. Because IKF isn't our shortstop of the future.
All right. So, yeah.
All right,
so there was a report on comic book.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I'll probably talk about this later. It's a report that came out about Vince McMahon, but we could talk about this later.
Yeah, we already talked about China. We had enough WWE talk. That was another tragedy.
So I'm glad to hear.
Car and then he got hit by a plow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Go figure. But he's doing better.
He was trying to help the car that was stuck in the snow. He got hit by a plow.
Yeah.
And he's in critical condition.
Damn.
And honestly,
he was in critical condition.
He's one of my favorite Marvel guys.
Yeah.
He's a Hawkeye. He plays Hawkeye in the Marvel universe.
He does.
Life needs to stay.
You said he got hit by a plow.
He got hit by a plow, helping a car that was stuck in the snow, and a plow came up on the side and flipped them.
Damn.
Oh God, here we go. Now we got to talk about the Tic Tacs. I forgot about this. Oh, it's getting late. Let's get your Tic Tac talk.
Yeah. This exactly. This came out from my company on LinkedIn. I want to try this. Everybody, you got to find this when it comes out in May 2023. Sprite Tic Tac mints in lemon. That
I like how you spell
awesome.
flavor with the U like we're in Australia. Or
that wasn't me.
Flavor with the U.
No,
lemon air lime. Lemon air lime flavor.
I have to admit that's copy and paste. That's all that is. I don't type anything I don't have to.
Well, we already have Coke back, so I mean,
Yeah, we do. We do.
Lemon or lemon and lime?
Oh, what
This
y'all
may not
got
impact
going out
you,
there?
Casey,
Ooh.
Nope. I know that. You know I'm going.
you're gonna
I've been
see
going.
this.
They hiking y'all toes.
Yeah,
you got high toes. You check the toes going up more. What's going on out there?
yeah. So it's just everything's just so expensive here. I mean, it really is.
Damn. That's crazy.
Hold on a second. I just went down. What the fuck?
What else are they doing out there in New Jersey?
Mm-hmm.
We're barely keeping our head above water.
I know, man. It's crazy out there, man.
Did Charlie freeze for you, or is it just me that he's just frozen with a smile on his face?
He's just frozen with a smile. Yeah, he's frozen right now.
Yeah, Charlie's definitely. At least he's frozen with a smile.
Yeah, right. God, you
Okay,
bet.
well, I don't know. Obviously, it's 5 New Jersey laws that could impact you in 2023. I honestly have no idea what they are. So, I mean, that would be a Charlie thing. I'm hoping he hops back on because
y'all don't know what that is. Okay, I can't answer that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's something for him, and I don't know what's going to happen. So, I mean, we'll just wait a few minutes. I mean, anything's possible. So, okay, now we lost them all together. Now it's just me and you.
Now he got to pop back in, right?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll pop back in a minute.
5 new NJ laws that could impact.
His connection's been choppy all night.
Yeah, I was wondering what's going on. Oh man.
All right, this is bad dead air. All right, I wish I could move on with the PowerPoint, but I can't.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what these new laws are, but if Charlie doesn't hop back on in a minute or two, I would guess we'll just call it a night and pick it up next week. Because I really don't know where the topics are going to go from here, since he's the one that made them. Oh wait, there he is.
I'm back.
There he is. You're back.
He was holding it down. He was holding it down.
Wait, I can't hear either of you now.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wait, my speaker turned off. There we go.
Yo.
All right, now I can hear you.
You hear me now? Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
good.
Charlie. All right, cool.
My thing just went off everywhere. I don't know what the hell happened.
All right, so I don't know about these New Jersey laws that could impact us in 2023.
To know, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's something we can discuss next week because we're already running into 9:13.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me get to my banners. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll do. Okay. I want to promote my Super Bowl boxes. So they're out. They're ready to go. Jay, you weren't in the last year, so I didn't email you. Casey, I know I emailed you. Anybody who wants in, you got to email me at chazroyalty@gmail.com. CHAZZROYALT@gmail.com. If you want in, Jay, I'll email you. I got your email. Like I said, Super Bowl boxes. Tell your friends. I've already sold a bunch.
I am terrible at Super Bowl boxes.
Well, you don't have to be good at it. You just have to be lucky.
Yeah. You got the last. It's like you got to pick like in a box, and there's 2 numbers, and the last digit of the score matches the 2 numbers you win.
Oh,
yeah.
It's weird, man. I'll be trying to play. I'm like, yo,
like if the score, like at the end of the second quarter, score 17-14, and you have the 7-4 box, you win.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
that's right. Yep,
exactly.
Wow.
So, like I said, a lot of people get in, and I've already.
I'll get weird numbers like 5 and 7, like numbers that are very rare to get in football.
And then it'll show up this year, 27-35. Okay.
Yeah.
Jay, I've seen all the numbers. I've run these Super Bowl boxes for years.
Yeah.
So, the weirdest one was a final score of 32-29. When do you see a 2 and a 9? You don't.
Yeah.
So that was a nice $300 or whatever the number was for that woman. So
yeah, 2 is a very, very rare number in football.
So it's a matter of luck than anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang. Yeah. So like I said, chazroyalty@gmail.com. Email me. Have your friends email me, family, coworkers, whatever. Let's get this done. As long as I know contact information, I know where the money's going to. If you win, then we're all good. Okay, so the way the show has been formatted Jay's been dealing with his issues. Oh, hit the wrong one. So I'm going to be changing the name of the show. And I'm going to take away Chaz and the DJ because Jay, he has his health issues, and he can't always be on, and I know he wants to be. So, and of course, we don't want to have these long 1 hour and 15-minute shows. So, I'm actually going to change it to, drum roll, Chaz. Oh shit.
Well, while you're trying to think of that, Keandre Miller just scored a goal for the Rangers, assisted by Mika Zibanejad and Capo Caco.
Oh,
so
wow.
The Rangers now lead the Hurricanes 4-3 with 10:27 to go in the third period.
I had to think of the TV show. I appreciate the time. Chaz in Charge. That's what it's going to be called. Chaz in Charge.
Oh, great. Are we going to have a theme song?
Yeah. You know what? If you want to come up with that theme song, let's go for it. I have an idea of an emblem or something like
logo?
A logo. I have an idea, so I'm going to draw it up and try to do it. But it's going to be with any and every guest. I can fit up to 6 guests on here, so we just got to be able not to talk over each other. Okay. So but anybody and everybody can come on, but you got to give me a little time to tell me that you're going to be on, so I know. So, like I said, I'm going to try to figure out this issue. I just got a new mic, so that's part of it. So I got to probably readjust my mic. Maybe I got to start talking to people, testing the mic. But I hope it went okay. I'm glad you guys were able to get on. I'm glad we were able to talk about this. Hopefully a shorter time next year. Next time.
Next year.
Next year already. We just got to 2-3.
Like
we
I said,
got to 2-3.
Yeah.
He said next year.
Be all in 2024.
I think I'm tired. I don't know how I'm going to make this TV show tonight. Anyway,
tired or retired?
I am tired. Yeah. You know what? I barely drank this, and I probably should have drank more. So
yeah, it's past your bedtime, and you have no caffeine.
But thank you, gentlemen. Jay, Casey, I appreciate it. Next show is for the preview for week 18. Okay, so whoever's going to be on, if it's going to be you two, if Tony and Danny want to come back, my kids, it might be past their bedtime, so I don't think they can do it. So all right. So you guys let me know, and everybody else, it's been a great night, a great talk, and we'll see you all on Thursday. Take care, guys.
Good night.
Good
night, everybody. Thank you.